Good morning, Wind Chasers. Welcome to another episode of Chasing the Wind. Pastor Mark coming to you. Let's chase after the Holy Spirit today and see what the Holy Spirit is talking. Here's my question for you today. How are you clothed? Okay, here's what's interesting to me. This morning I got a little text from someone who sends me encouraging texts. Send encouraging texts out, folks. This comes from a very, very dear friend of mine, and I love this passage because it reminds me. I'm going to pull it up here just so I can find it for you. This came to me. It's from Colossians 3:12-14. I'm going to read it to you. It goes like this. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Bear with each other and forgive whatever grievances you may have against one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you, and over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. We talk a lot about putting on the full armor of God. But here Paul switches and he shifts a little bit. He says, clothe yourselves. I remember talking to someone one time who was so locked up about that they didn't understand that God kind of, I don't believe that God has to orchestrate every aspect of my life. I think God trusts me to pick up. I didn't pray about wearing this shirt today. Some of you are saying, well, you should have. I got a lady in my church that says, Pastor, don't wear yellow. I like yellow. Look at my little yellow. Where are they at? They're over here. Right there. My little yellow dandelions. Reminds me of something we used to say when I was a kid, but I won't say it here. But anyway, I didn't pray, Lord, what shirt should I wear today? I think God was like, please just wear something. Don't go do your recordings without a shirt on. No one wants to see that. Here's the thing. Here's what I do want to make sure, and ask the Lord to help me with. I do ask the Lord to help me put on the armor of God every day. I put it on. But I also, we need to do this too. We need to clothe ourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience, bearing with each other and forgive whatever grievances we may have against one another. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. And over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. You almost kind of can, it's almost like layering up. I'm in Western New York. I have my spring background here, but I'm going to tell you, it is cold in New York right now as I am recording this. And the best thing you do is layer up, okay, and just put on layers. This is what we need to do with this clothing. We need to put on compassion and kindness and humility and gentleness and patience. You want to look fashionable, okay? I got like this friend that just wears these weird, bizarre outfits when I'm down here. I don't know what that's all about. Of course, I'm the guy that wears the crazy socks. I don't think they're crazy at all. I think you're crazy if you don't wear crazy socks, but that's neither here nor there. Here's what we need to make sure that we have on every day. Yes, the full armor of God, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes, the readiness, the gospel, peace, the helmet of salvation, sword of spirit, and shield of faith. Yes, 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 because we are in a spiritual battle. But there's times when a soldier, Marine, whatever, serviceman is not in battle gear, but is in sometimes maybe, I used to like to watch the show Jag. Sometimes they were in their their fancy uniform or whatever, and other times they were in more of like just their everyday kind of uniform. I think that's the thing, is sometimes we know we're in battle, and other times just in dealing with people who we're not in battle with, that, and it's all metaphor, of course. We put them on, but you don't put them on. It's not like I have compassion written on this shirt. But those are things that we need to put into our lives, that we need to say, God, I want these in my life. And I love that last one. He says, and over all these virtues put on love, which binds them all together in perfect unity. I almost see it as kind of an overcoat or as a sport coat that goes on over all the other stuff. That sort of thing. So I just want to talk to you a little bit about that today, as you are going about your morning, getting ready, and you're thinking about what you're putting on. Maybe as you put on different items of clothing, say, Jesus, let this represent humility to me. I need you to put on. I need humility today, Lord. So just do that a little bit, wind chasers. Keep chasing the wind because the wind is chasing you. Just a little food for thought today. As you go about your day, you're going to need those things. So make sure you got them on. So until I talk to you, it's kind of, you know what? It just hit me. Kind of like when I was a kid. I'm going to land it again in a minute here. I had to circle the airport one more time. I remember when I was a kid, Mrs. Olson was my 5th grade teacher. I loved Mrs. Olson. And she would always tell us before we went out for recess, go over to the closet and get your wraps. You know what wraps were? That's your clothes. That was your coat and stuff. So I'm going to leave it with you this way, wind chasers. Go get your wraps. Go clothe yourself with what I just read to you from Colossians 3:12-14. Till I see you next time, keep chasing the wind because the wind is chasing you. Now I'm landing it. Grace and peace. Bye-bye.